Anyway, where were we?
Within it would be the arcanochronistic script of your common language.
More so just our house going out of hiding.
But within it would be
You have a problem hearing helmet, sister.
binding or a spell of sealing. This
Night.
is done reverse.
I got
however, with
fluxed.
the writing
What I
on the
missed.
side.
I shall
Keep
say.
attention to the lesson. Move closer for the lesson.
Done, which can be done for, say, enchantments or ritual circles. In spellcraft, it must be done in the theoretical, not in the practical, however, and become part of your will. In so, you are imbuing your own spell with a higher degree of fortification, making it harder for others
Brothers,
to
I'd
interfere.
like you to
This
escort
is
me
perhaps
to the
your
different
one
guilds to
and
see what we can
only
do.
chance to
Understood.
prevent someone from meddling with your spell work. For when someone's outside intent and will intermingles with
getting
your
an
own
escort?
spell while that circle is active,
Around the
it
place
will
he's
alert you
been
and
around
allow you
multiple times
time to
before?
react. You'll only have a moment to
Okay.
react, though. So, understanding what the spell
Something
is
must have
also
happened.
important.
I don't
Uh,
know what, but
That will come with the
curious,
practical
to say the
portion
least.
of today's lesson and with the countercasting in the active portion, in which I'll be teaching you many ways to identify spells, affinities based on the small, subtle hints you'll feel in the ley lines. Now then, I believe that's enough of the theoretical. Let us move this to a practical lesson. Each one of you take one of the arcane focuses I've brought. I've even brought a few crystal orbs for those who prefer non-organic materials, such as yourself. You'll be able to wield the crystal orb. Now, for the rest of you, magic wands, magic staffs, form a line and begin channeling a spell.
Where was the crystal one over there?
There's the crystal is over by that dummy.
Thank you.
Did you need something of me, Master
May I
Baron?
use my own magic wand?
Yeah,
Earlier?
my
Just-
preferred thing, but I
Or were you just getting my
Just a notch in
attention?
the
given
presence.
your experience with the sword, you might do better with something that's somewhere in between a wand and a staff.
Okay.
So, for my notes, what's that?
Coming in invisibility and tend to startle people. I just didn't want you to just be startled.
There's more to casting than just making a shape. You have to actually channel the magic into it.
Wand. Oh. Is it okay if I have this as a necklace? My partner.
According to Califax, it's the simplest, so uncontrolled it is. It could be the weakest spell you cast or the
A
strongest.
single ordinary line is all I require from you. Line up, line up. Move
All kinds of.
One. Okay.
It's
going to be difficult.
I was going to go down the list, but this works as well, I suppose.
Alright.
Now we only make you.
Form a line now then. We'll do
Oh,
this
I hope
one at
I
a
don't
time.
mess up like I usually do.
Come on, get in the line.
Alright.
What is happening to? Well,
All right, now then. We're just
what
going
are
to
these two
get
doing? I
down the
can focus on this.
list, begin channeling your spells. And I'll go through and try to break your magic, as it were. Now then, whenever you're all ready, begin casting. If my hand would cooperate. For everyone's awareness, for the sake of a lesson, your advantage is stripped. Zeri, with a 9, as you've been casting your magic, you suddenly feel the ley lines around you. You shift. An outside magical force coils around the spell circle in your hand and pulls one of the pieces out, and it fully disrupts. Each of you will either already be able to defend against such a simple countercast, but it is important each of you understand what it feels like to have someone try to disrupt your casting. With a 12, when you cast your magic, you feel the poking and prodding of the magic, but it can't pull a chunk out. Hannah, with a natural 20, as you cast your magic, you feel the ley line shift, and it can't even get past the outer circle of your casting. Nothing is taken, and the spell continues.
I think it's just a broom, man.
With an 11, very much the same. Poking and prodding, but nothing is pulled.
I'd like to request
With a
Do we need to speak?
disadvantage, oh boy.
Might depend on the spell you're thinking
The
of.
disadvantage wasn't really necessary.
Oh.
As you're casting your spell, you feel the ley lines shift beneath you, and an outside force of
We only know
magic
like a couple of spells, and one of
coils
them is
around your
fireball.
spell circle and
Maybe
takes
not
out
that one.
half
Good idea.
of the
That would
spell,
not be a good
ripping it in
idea.
half.
It would be funny, but
The
maybe
spell
not now. It
flares
would be
up in your
funny.
hand
It would
before
be very
completely
funny.
dissipating. Now then, moving on. With a 7, whatever magic you are casting is pulled apart. You feel it as well. It feels as if something coiled around your magic and pulled pieces away until it simply fell
Are we
apart.
casting spells?
I just want to point out, I am in fact Chaos Affinity. I don't know if that changes anything.
We love casting spells.
For the sake of the lesson, it will not have a notable impact. And with a 4,
Gotcha.
you feel the magic completely envelop this outside force completely envelop your spell and tear it to shreds. Moving on. With a 14, you feel the magic encroaching, and almost instinctively, you strengthen the spell, warding it off. Nothing is pulled, and the spell casting continues.
That was pretty impressive.
With an 18, much the same. Before the spell, or before the outside force can even begin plucking at your magic, you strengthen the spell until it can no longer be pulled at. With a 13, you easily defend against this encroaching magic. With a 17, due to your protection affinity, this is easy for you. You already have a basic understanding of spell fortification, and enacting it is easy. With a 10, you notice the magic, and you have to fight it off a bit, strengthening the spell in various places as this encroaching magic pokes and prods at your spell, looking for weak points, constantly shifting where you're moving your mana. It's a little exhausting mentally, if anything. Not enough to tire you, but more annoying, really. With a natural 1, you barely have time to process the feeling of the ley line shifting under you. You're too busy trying to get an idea for what it feels like of someone attacking your spells. And before you even have time to defend, your magic spell is completely shredded. With a 19, your spell is sound. You've imbued a little more of the enchantment you're familiar with into it, building it more like a spell circle, or building it more like an runic circle than a spell circle, making it harder to encroach on. You have ample time to get familiar with the feeling of someone trying to counterspell you, and your spell remains up the whole time. With a natural 20, you get a very good you become very well aware of the ley lines around you as you cast the spell. You're focused solely on the magic. The feeling of someone else's magic encroaching in and trying to surround your own spell suddenly is all you can focus on, and all at once you begin to pour magic back into the spell, fortifying it. It takes more than you expected, but you're quite easily able to prevent this spell from being dismantled. With an 11, your is a bit more of a struggle to keep standing. Your magic is constantly battered and poked and prodded. It's a rather incessant investigation of your spell, constantly having to shift where you're strengthening. But during this arduous back and forth, you're able to get a very good memory of what it feels like to be counterspelled.
I probably should not be next to
With an 18,
I have a lot of black powder on me.
I'm not gonna night anything.
Whatever spell you are channeling is already well strengthened, and it takes longer for the magic to encroach upon it. Once it finally does begin to encircle your spell, you're able to notice the encroaching magic easily and almost shrug it off, really. But you do get a good understanding of what it feels like to be counterspelled.
Good job, Turnip.
With an 18, out of character, is Andre capable of casting magic? I forget if he's a mundane.
Nah, you can do it.
Okay, so he can. All right. So as you begin casting your spell and you feel the ley line shift around you, you are hyper vigilant, always ready for attack, and you take time to analyze the feeling of encroaching magic beginning to countercast you. You quickly strengthen the spell, maybe a bit too much, maybe overcompensating a little, but it's nonetheless effective, and the encroaching magic is not able to dispel or countercast your own. You get a good understanding of what it feels like to be counterspelled. Now then, each and every one of you...
Counterspell lesson. It wasn't like a, getting shot by fireball lesson or anything.
Now then, each and every one of you, I notice one of you is late and will be, of course, given extra work. Now,
did we sign a waiver for this
you'll
class?
have to read over the theoretical portion of this lesson within the books.
Did you not get it?
Sorry,
Oh dear. I am so sorry.
We snuck in.
I'm not even actually.
We're trespassing.
Don't tell anyone.
Well, I would prefer you sign up with the guild if you're going to sit in on more lessons.
Very well.
We can do that in a moment, of course. I can hand you the paperwork now, actually. If you're interested in joining and attending more of these lessons, here. fill this out, and it's
How would a
added
broom
to the
let you
roster
fly?
of the Mages Guild. If not, the paper is inconsequential, and if you destroy it, it'll simply return to my possession. Now then.
There's got to be easier ways to get off the
Every
ground. That's all
single
I'm
one
saying.
of you, I hope, took the time to get familiar with the feeling of magic encroaching on your own spell. Please get back in line. Now, what's going to happen next, I do need to ask all of your consents for.
Oh.
Do you all consent for a minor illusion spell be cast upon you?
Oh. Yep.
Yes.
I consent.
Yes. Sure.
Of course. It's like, I mean, minor illusion, that couldn't even do anything to me. I'm too perceptive, you know. I can take it.
Very well. Wonderful.
You have my consent.
Now then, to explain... Perfect. To explain what's about to happen very concisely, the illusion spell I'm going to cast on you all is going to change your appearance in a somewhat humorous way. Now then, your goal and your practical portion of learning your own, before I begin casting, we'll go over briefly theoretical portion of the passive and the active countercasting methods, but once we get to the practical portion, you will all be tasked with dispelling the magic I cast upon you. Then, we'll do it again, but this time, each of you has to try to stop me from casting the spell in the first place. To briefly go over the difference between the two methods, what you would know as counterspell and dispel magic are two sides of the same spell. The format... Was that a question? Oh, okay. Anyway. Now then, right. Counterspell and dispel magic are both thaumatic countercasting spells. They can be done by any affinity as long as you have a good enough understanding of magic. They're, however, most strongest under the arcane specialization of fire due to the more intuitive understanding of spellcraft that comes with that affinity. Now then, the passive method of countercasting involves looking at the magic that is already in the air, identifying what has been changed, and reverting it back to as close to the outside magic as you can, dispelling whatever has been moved around, essentially, taking away the lingering effects of a spell. This is counter to the active method in which you are actively trying to break apart a spell before it is formed. Extra book work for you. Come on, join the line. You,
Alright.
and for you as well, extra book work, Miss Kelly. Simply read up on the theoretical portion of today's lesson. We've already gone over the theoretical and practical aspects of spell fortification.
Yes.
I'm sure from the college you've already read up on the theoretical, though practical lessons are always preferred. We're moving on to the theoretical and practical application of passive and castive thaumatic countercasting. Now then, I'm going to move down a little so everyone can hear me. Now then, thank you. Yes, yes. Now then, where was I? Ah, yes. The active thaumaturgic countercast is done by feeling for the spell as it is being weaved, looking for the structure of the spell circle itself, and trying to disassemble it, looking for the loops within the somatic, looking for the arcane potential in the material component, and in the Words of power, the verbal component, ensuring that the way they affect the weave does not propagate, trying to muffle them, as it were.
I did this in
Not the sound
Dahlia's
itself, but also the
mind
magic
once.
reverberations. When you speak the arcane languages,
If I'm
there's
understanding
a
correctly, that is.
reverberation that is often not felt by those who are not skilled mages who have been trained to hear for it. You're trying to muffle those, as it were, so that they don't propagate through the weave into a spell. Now then, yes, before we begin, our late arrivals need to give me a modicum of consent for a minor illusion spell to be cast on them for the practical portion of counter casting.
Consent given.
Of course, wonderful. Now, to fully explain, the illusion spell will alter your appearance in some mild, humorous way. Nothing too wretched or horrific or anything like that. Change the color of your clothes, the color of your hair, something simple. For the passive portion, once the spell is cast and the illusion is placed, it is up to you to dispel the effect after it is set. Do this by looking out for the magic that is... Sorry, yes, your question.
Professor Califax, perhaps the later arrivals should get a arcane focus for practice for their safety.
Yes, I almost forgot. Thank you. Both of you will be... both of you can go over there by the dummies, grab a spare arcane focus, a wand, a book, a staff, and all, whatever. Grab something for your own use today due to the inclusion of magical dueling in today's lesson. Both of you are going to want a throwaway, as it were.
Understood.
Alright.
Might be in over our head here, Jin.
As I was
What are you talking
saying,
about? Duels are easy.
to dispel the magic effectively, focus on returning the state of the ley lines to the way they were before, taking the illusory magic out of its lingering place on the body and return it to the ley lines. Forcefully cancelling the spell, as it were. Think of it as cancelling your own casting, but forcing another's magic to do that instead. In terms of combat magic or cleaning up another's mess in the field, such as lingering ritual spells, lingering enchantments and traps for magical traps, that is, such things are sometimes harder to notice, but if you keep a keen eye out for it, you should be able to sense the disturbances in the ley lines. So, all ley lines should have the same base resting strength. Any that are weaker are perhaps a sign that a lingering spell has been cast. Now then, let's begin. As the magic is cast, each and every one of you watches as illusory magic kind of coalesces around your bodies and changes the way you look. Some of you grow an extra set of ears. Some of you have your clothes changed to a different color. Each and every one of you is changed in some way that is rather obvious. In fact, one of you is turned into a little fire sprite by the illusory magic.
Oh crap, I got tiny!
Oh, okay.
You're adorable.
Oh no.
Expecting to look like this.
Jeez.
This is an illusion, right? It's not permanent.
Yes, these are all illusion spells. None of them are permanent.
I guess I must be too strong for these.
Oh no.
Okay.
As you say, you must be too strong for these. You realize you suddenly look very bloody, bruised, and is one of your fingers backwards?
Huh.
Master Califax, I think you turned somebody into a bean.
Nah, this is normal. This is normal.
I lost my antlers.
I mean, I like my hair purple. It is nice.
I see. All right. Everyone take a moment to adjust to the current sights around you. Now, every one of you will go down the list starting with the late arrivals. Now then, attempt to dispel the magic.
Okay.
With a 19, your affinity being mind makes this a rather trivial task. You quickly return the magic to the ley lines and the effect is dispelled. Your eye color returns to normal.
Thank you.
Rolling for your attempt. With a 2, this is a miscast.
Oh dear.
I'm a little bit bigger, but not as big as the other.
For the sake of the
time.
lesson, the
I guess.
shitty wand that you were given shatters into shards.
When I drank the growth
Your
potion, I got even
form
bigger than
is
this.
stuck
But
like
this is-
this
I guess this is
until
different.
lesson progresses.
I wish the illusion magic would be something cooler.
Rolling.
With a 10.
wizard.
Oh, hi there.
That's a
Rolling disadvantage.
Therefore, I'm going to throw my book at you.
Oh.
With a 9,
Oh shit.
Princess from the
the illusion remains in place. Not the first time I've had a book thrown in my head.
With being a canine.
Let's go pick it up and try again. Go grab the book and actually try this. Before I actually do.
last time was the flying
You're really
book.
cute. As a dog.
No, I mean actually thrown. Now then, actually try, or I'm going to remove you from this lesson.
You could have been a blessed dog. It's a very good one, though.
With a 5, that is a miscast. And as you say, the standing book for your own, the arcane focus you grabbed for the lesson, bursts into flames and burns away. You'll have to grab another one.
Oh.
But your illusion, the current illusion, remains in place.
Okay, grab another one.
I got fireball.
Look
within.
But I don't think that's how I.
Well, with a natural 1,
Oh.
it might be because, for whatever reason, Turnip's counterspell doesn't work, and in fact is a miscast. Whatever arcane focus they grab shatters in their grasp, and the illusion stays in place. As you tried to move the magic out of the way, it latched onto your wand and almost aggressively broke it. I knew all the good rolls had to go away first. With a 5, that is a critical miscast. the wand or staff you grabbed,
I'm almost next.
the
already
arcane
gotten that one, can't
focus
get
you
worse.
grabbed shatters in your hand.
That's the
And
first
before the illusion can be dispelled, the magic you tried to move suddenly and rather violently returns to your body, almost ringing your bell a bit. No injuries incurred, but the magic seemed to fight back for a moment.
Nice one, Jin.
Just
need a minute.
With a 10, you begin to move the magic away from your body and back into the ley lines. And you notice the magic does fight you on this. It's not as easy as dispelling your own magic. You almost completely dispel it, but with a 10, you just come short of the DC, and the magic all at once returns to your body, keeping you in this form.
Oh no!
It's only
I'm sure-
temporary, don't worry.
I'm sure all of you are beginning to notice that dispelling another's magic is harder than canceling your own casting.
No kidding.
Yes, especially when the other's more experienced.
With a 9, as you begin to dispel this magic, the illusion that is held over your body similarly also begins to fade away before reaching what would be the conclusion, at which point the magic begins fighting back to retain its spell shape and reapplies itself. Kind of shocking you a bit. No injury, but it is forceful. Rolling.
That's fine. I think purple.
With another 9, the same thing happens. The illusion remains in place and reapplies itself forcefully. With a 6, as you begin to unweave the magic surrounding you, the illusion that glamours your body, you feel it react violently to being pulled apart. You realize a moment before it's too late what is about to happen, and move the mat and stop the attempt before it destroys your stand-in arcane focus. The resounding, there's an audible sound as the magic reapplies itself to his body.
I still can't feel my sack.
I'm sorry, what?
My pointing to a
I
bag.
want to know.
He's pointing to where a bag would be over his shoulder.
Oh, no. Of course.
Oh.
It's not.
I see. I see.
For reference.
All right. I see.
Phrasing, good boy.
It's phrasing, my boy, phrasing.
Does that mean something?
Anyway, rolling. With a 16, your affinity also gives you some familiarity with this. As you begin bringing the magic back into the ley lines, you're rather deftly able to remove the illusion, but you notice the magic struggles against you the whole way.
Do you want out that illusion?
It is your will against someone else's. With an 11, as the magic begins to peel away from your body, you have to fight for every inch of your own skin that returns to normal. And with an 11, you are just shy of the DC. And the magic reapplies itself. You didn't pull it away far enough for any painful or resounding force to reapply it, but it slips out of your grasp.
You did good, hon.
With a 4, as you cast this magic, trying to countercast the spell put on you, the magic is pulled away almost completely before all at once reapplying with so much force it shatters your arcane focus, saving you from the brunt of the force. But the stand-in wand that you are wielding falls to pieces.
That's sad.
You'll want to grab another one by the training dummies, but keep in mind, while I am an archmage, my magic is still comparable to many others you'll be seeing outside in the wild. Ancient magics that have been allowed time to fester can be rather stubborn. Magic takes a bit of a will of its own after a while. With an 18, you take a more gentle approach, coaxing the magic back into the ley lines instead of forcefully removing it. You find this makes it rather easy. The magic sheds away with this gentle coaxing, and your antlers return to normal.
And there's ice everywhere and in your pockets.
We're turning magic.
There are
It's
many
an illusion.
ways
It's
to move
okay.
the magic back into the ley lines. Sometimes brute force is not the best.
Is that a
Sometimes it
can
takes a more
of
gentle
beans?
guidance.
What are you doing to my familiar? What are you doing to my minion?
With an 11,
Whoa.
you try to coax the magic back into the ley lines, but it
Oh,
doesn't
right.
respond well
Illusion.
to your coaxing. It doesn't move easily, and you have to start pestering and prodding at it. And once you begin forcing it off, it starts to reassert itself with strength. The illusion remains in place.
That way he can make his wine more expensive and, I don't know, business.
Always make
With an
my wine more
8,
expensive. That's a good idea.
you
That's the good
try
know.
to forcefully remove the magic from your body.
Exponential growth.
As with the others, it fights
Oh,
back
easy
with
magic, don't
force
worry.
and
None of this is
reapplies
real.
itself rather violently.
Yeah, I'm not usually.
Maybe a proper business.
You can feel a reverberation through your body as the illusion reasserts itself. With a 14,
He's
with a
using an arcane
14,
crystal.
you be understood. With a 14, using the crystal, you begin drawing the magic of the illusion into the crystal itself, using it to kind of peel away at it. It's slow and arduous, but it does work. It's not as effective as using magic, but the crystal itself acts as a viable tool to do so. And of course, there are many tools at the disposal of both the mundane and magi that can assist in these tasks.
Might have to buy a few.
With a 7,
You just said the
as you
magic
try
word.
to
Did I get it?
first coax, then prod, then take apart, then force the magic off of your body,
It's the color,
it fights
good luck.
you at every step of the
Listen,
way.
I've never had this much good luck before. My chat rolled 2
And
nat
just as you're
20s.
barely about to get this magic
well,
dispelled, it reapplies itself
but it
with
works.
force.
Come on.
I'm
In
sorry.
fact, changing to a different color now.
This is a weird day for me. I was not expecting good luck at all today.
Yeah, you deserve the good luck.
Boy.
I tried.
With a 14, your whimpering plea with the magic
hope it happens.
is heard, and it almost takes pity on you. With a 14, the magic is coaxed back into the ley lines.
I know.
And
I
you
hope he does. I don't know if I can
You're-
cast
notice
magic.
the magic and the will almost feels
Oh yeah, the
bad
lack
for
of
you.
It's just an
as
illusion.
you're returned to normal.
Apparently,
Your
we're
armor,
doing anything in
however,
this
has
form.
remained the wrong color.
Your hands are still there. Percy swung a sword at night. Thought
Yeah.
it was to catch it.
It's very strange,
It's
though.
just an illusion.
Gonna try to use your knowledge.
You know, I actually think it looks better with green armor.
Captured by the headroom.
This is not a transmogrification spell.
Oh shit.
It's the person pointing a gun at them.
And with a 2,
Oh, they just
taking
shot
this
them.
route,
White hair,
you
but
Well, you're in a
critically
training ground.
miscast, assuming this is a polymorph
Okay.
and
and
running
not an
amok.
illusion.
Nathan.
The
crossed.
That is a
that
quiet
you
gun.
picked up from the
I just wanna turn
many
back.
by the dummies
Lizard man that lived
literally
inside the sword.
flies
Bit
apart,
of a prick, and I thought maybe
pages
somebody
exploding
faster
away
than
from
me
you.
shows
Yeah,
what
no.
for.
leaving
Opposable
a
thumbs. Enjoy it while
large
you have 'em.
clutter of stray
Because you're gonna
pages on the
lose 'em in
ground
a couple minutes.
as the fur
Yeah,
of
we
this
can lose
illusion
them like I
changes
got.
color.
I got nothing.
Yes, you
The
should
illusion will
absolutely
remain
beat him
until the
up.
lesson
He
progresses.
deserves it at that
Nobody
point.
Oh.
He hangs out with that stupid mask.
Now then, it is
Oh, yes.
it is important to remember
Oh, he
the
has been
type
me
of
as of
spell
late.
cast. If,
beat him in a rap
for
battle,
example,
so
an
really give him a
illusion
one
is
on.
cast upon you, allow me to
Beat Duran in a
go
rat
back
battle?
to the center.
That's awesome.
Now then,
Thank you for
That
coming
was actually
closer.
quite cool.
there are quite a few number of lessons I want you all to take away from what your fellow students have experienced. At one end, we have what happens if you misidentify the spell effect you are attempting to return to its natural state in the ley lines. Magic fights back after a will is cast upon it. Once someone has asserted their will over it, it is more so an extension of themselves, and if they are aware of your attempts, can make it infinitely harder for you to do so through additional spell fortification. If you are not dispelling the correct effect or trying to move the magic in the ley lines that isn't there, for example, we had a polymorph attempt made despite an illusion cast. This can cause ramifications in the weave and the ley lines that causes magic to whiplash rather violently. Trying to move something that isn't there will often move things that shouldn't be moved, as it were. Coaxing magic back into its original spot is better than trying to fight it. Magic has, in a way, in layman's terms, can be described as having a will of its own. What it actually has is a elasticity. It wishes to remain in a place of rest. Once a spell is cast, that spell is its new place of rest. If it's a lingering effect, if it's an enchantment, it is much harder to break in such a fashion. The same with ritual circles as well. They all find a new place of rest once the spell effect lingers. So trying to force it away is like trying to cast a new spell altogether. Coaxing it gently, guiding it, will often result in less fighting back and less force from the magic itself. Additionally, there is also something to be said about one's own will. You need to be forceful enough with your own will, confident and firm with your intent to ensure that it enacts properly. You don't wish for your magic to be overpowered by the will of another should they realize what you're doing. Now then, that is a good baseline for you all to understand the passive effect, the passive portion of thematic countercasting. Now then, I won't have you all suffer any more with these humorous forms.
Thank you.
And all of the illusions are dispelled at once.
I kind of liked my hair purple.
Yes. I'm tall again. Oh, we're back.
Back to being small.
My sack.
I'm so sorry.
Phrasing.
My dear
Again,
boy,
phrasing.
It is a satchel.
What?
It is a satchel.
That's what I call it back home.
Did you wish for everyone's attention?
Oh no, I'm just a.
Oh, you sweet innocent boy.
Look, when it comes to a mage's schooling, it's very concerning when people start complaining about their sacks and not being able to feel them.
Understood, sir. I apologize.
Like someone call a healer.
I don't get the joke.
The amount of foolish young men who have tried to cast growth magic is rather concerning.
I still don't get it.
I'll explain with you afterwards.
You don't need to.
What do you think?
Now then,
Yeah.
I want each of you. All right, focus up, children. Now then,
Do I have to stand?
I mean, it would help with what's next. Now,
I will stand.
what'll happen next is quite simple. We'll have each of you pair off into two. Actually, we'll do this a pair at a time. I'll give you each a number. Ooh. Yeah. Now then, give each of you a number and pair you off. Let's see, well.
Someone
Perfect.
complaining about his sack?
1,
I feel like that's not what we do right
3,
now.
4,
Yeah, sorry, you're a bit in my
5,
face.
6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
sorry, I didn't
9, 10, 11. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
What's going on here? Are they getting ready for the
5.
matches?
Oh dear, I miscounted.
Yes, it looks like they're getting ready to team up and start.
I was very certain.
So this is going to be very
I was
interesting.
very certain there were 22 of you.
Very interesting.
I'm a late arrival. I'm
Seems
sorry.
eight.
You can force Tempest
I'm,
in,
I,
sir.
Force me in.
I'd be good
I-
sparring if
I-
you don't.
Yeah, I'll kick
since
his
I missed
ass.
the lesson.
No, it's fine. Grab a spell focus. Also, I
did.
actually am a bit concerned what would happen if one of you actually did dispel the magic on Tempest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now,
That's
let's see.
I could also be a stand-in.
Best not to do that.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
I fucking miss you.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 21. Well, I have one person out.
oh,
I could stand in kind of
Can
acts
me and
if you
Turnip
wish.
team up? I mean, he's like my
It'd
friend.
be kind of odd.
It's like a reversal. I use my illusion magics to reverse, and it's like a reversal. It doesn't really do anything.
so we have 20
Sorry,
then.
what was
Wouldn't that be?
Have you ever been
Since I was late, I volunteered to be left out.
Yes.
I want.
But the
I want
others
time
were
to make a
here for the
contingency
entire
spell
lesson.
that
Be
if
You may want to,
counterspell
if you're going to
is
stand
cast
in,
3 times
you may
by
want
the
to just,
mages
you know,
in the area,
approach a little more
Very well.
you
closely
would
and
set
just,
off
you
a
know.
fireball sent
Make your
red.
your voice
I
heard.
actually feel. I don't feel
All
anything.
right, we'll give you all new numbers. All of
I just-
1, 2, 3,
I cast the
4,
first
5,
spell,
6,
it was
7,
counted,
8,
then
9,
they threw another one at me,
10,
I counted it.
10,
The first
9,
spell I
8,
learned
7,
under staff
6,
was counter
5,
spell.
4, 3, and 2, and the last person
No,
That's kind of what I need to do as an
to join the
illusionist.
lesson can square up against
7, 8.
Miss
It's one of the first things I learned.
I had
about
6, you had 7.
being a war mage.
But I have 9 or 10.
Alright, 10.
refresh her up about
I think you had 9.
Actually,
You are 9 if I'm
She's
7.
10, I'm also 10, you're
I'm
9,
a
and then it
nine.
goes backwards that way.
On that,
Okay.
I'm sure he sees it.
These people.
By the way, the preparations have been set by my brothers and sisters.
practical portion.
Numbers are hard.
You'll find being on the sideline of very figuring
Tell them.
Is use your
Let 'em know.
magic to reach out.
Yeah,
They definitely feel welcome.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm not.
Cast
I
upon you.
know some self-defense magic time.
I wonder.
I know, it's like
Giving
a,
advice
don't
in
let
the
it.
rows, it's
Spell slinger,
Never mind.
really.
I'm
I
sure.
don't think you could dispel that.
Okay.
So we have to know
I still say blood magic is a type of water magic.
They were concerned about every little thing. The sisters were like, Tempest, I see a little bit of worry in this. Tempest, I see a little bit of worry in this.
school, but I take your point. It's a manipulation of liquid.
As they always do. They,
I mean, we could ask Caltrax after the lesson.
I mean, creation magic up here, chaos and death
like, the
magic
blue
down.
tree, is it the same as ours? Did they come from one of our trees? And I was like, no, it's like it, it's different. So they got really curious.
Countercasting.
Okay.
What are you doing out here?
I have noticed that tree is very
Are we
similar.
stuck in the magic?
It's a similar type. It uses the same kind of like nature to be able to travel magic from one place to another. It's the same purpose, but not the same.
Please
don't throw I guess.
Please, please, please.
Dispelling magic.
You would be number 1.
Yeah, okay. I don't need a shower that early.
Welcome, DJ.
Oh, so we're doing it in the order. So that means you and I are going to be the last ones.
I believe there's one around pedestal where the staff
Hey, we get to watch everyone else fail or succeed and adjust our own.
I think it's counter magic along with the spells.
You won't be thinking anything.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised. You are alive.
Yes, I see. They're right there.
Figment of my imagination. Ghosts.
I do have my own, but
By the way, Tempest, I forgot to introduce you. This is Harlequin, my
I
summon.
want to save
I thought you
since how many
We were playing
potential
Nexus Roulette.
destructions
Doing a
of
bit
Arcane
more-
Focus will happen today.
But they came
Now,
back.
cast a
Much like your
spell,
sisters, they are
begin
heavily leaning on the
to
chaotic side.
dismantle it.
I've been putting him to work. He's been drawing many people to the winery.
Any spell channels
Well, at least this consistent so far that I've laid around here, or
With his
of the
roguish
holy.
charms.
Wasn't expecting any source to come out.
Here's a shiny gold coin just for you.
I might be introducing one of the bastion elves around here.
You notice
Later
the
on
lines
in the day.
around you as you begin to channel the spell.
There's a special case that I have
Not
to
really experienced often.
Stop it.
And you notice an outside
I don't even have a cape. I wish I had a cape.
around the spell.
You do.
And
No, you
begin
don't.
pulling pieces
I'm
of
not
it apart.
killed in war.
It's a coat, not a cape.
I don't need a cape.
Your hand
By the way, what are your affinities?
Flowing coat and a cape.
I need a cape to cover yourself when you can.
Well, I'm mostly like used for healing, but I do have a dark affinity.
There we go.
Mind and protection.
Oh, that's pretty useful.
Took everything.
As I said, very difficult.
No, it.
Alright, see you later, Space Cowboy. We are getting so distracted from the magic lesson.
As funny as it would be, don't. Wait, no. Please,
Otherwise,
as funny as it would be, please don't.
nightmare demons in my homeland would not even exist.
For whenever I need to attend a ball or something like that.
And he's about
Which ball?
It's going to be interesting.
No.
Oh, I'm a dream Nephilim. I'm from the realm of dreams.
Unfortunate.
Whoa!
Because also, if you try to shoot him, you'll just teleport out of the
No, I don't dabble with that.
Sir, your leg's doing a little fucky walkie.
I am aware. I'm trying to bring it back down to earth. There we go.
Capable of interacting.
Are you
with
sure?
dreams. Are you perhaps a fae?
No.
Oh no, I'm not a fae. I'm a shadow spirit.
Understand, I'll
block him with a magic missile from here.
I'm still a mate. I'm gonna be honest, Krim. I think you look better with green armor. It matches your hair color better and your skin.
What?
You know what? I was thinking about that. I might want to talk to.
Now you've got me really self-aware of my.
Nah, I'll probably have someone to paint it for me. I need better color. I chose red because
Well, aren't there like one here? Oh, get back in line.
Miss Kelly, command, right? I hope you are. I'll remember your numbers. Now then,
I did, yeah.
we'll start with.
Yep, Ken.
We'll start with the first numbers. A few steps more and you'll be at proper dealing distance. Now then, before we begin, for the sake of safety, a wall of force will be erected between you and the duelists. You never know what happens doing these.
I can break this wall.
Yes. When I was taught Wall of Force alongside the demoness on the end, she ended up making something that was bouncing between the dummies.
Make any sense.
Best of three. Each of you will be casting a spell and attempting to counter spell at the same time. An intermediate duel. I will count to 3 and the duel will begin.
Hey, question.
And once more, yes.
Are we allowed to dodge? As in move?
The rolls will determine that.
Okay, fair enough.
Gods will determine that.
And also, so you are all aware once more, due to this being a lesson, your advantage for being a mage compared to other classes is removed. You are all students learning together. So all rolls are flat.
We really gotta get the spirit busters. And he's coming back.
No, I'm
Now then,
highest skill of most of the mages that I
on the mages, get your wands at the ready.
actual lesson by smacking
Don't we
the
suck
boss.
back in?
And at the draw of 3, begin. 1, 2,
Feeling like this is a trick.
3. Yi with an 8 to Ash's 9 As you begin to cast your magic missile, your spell is sealed off, and a small purple bolt comes flying out of their wand and smacks you in the stomach.
Jin, I think I know how to win my fight.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Take it from a mind mage to be able to use counterspell.
Well, at least it
Oh, we're
wasn't an
doing magic
overcast.
missile.
I'm just gonna tank their spell.
It's the easiest. Plus, my coworker is fairly new to casting magic, so this is probably best.
Yes. Isn't it fun?
Oh, it's quite all right.
Are you the coworker of Ash or the horned lady?
Not how we used to teach where.
Neither. The one in the red armor that walked up to us. We're Red Wall Guard.
Awesome.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the people that are
Fairly
scared.
tame compared to how
Nope.
she would teach me.
He only recently learned of his fire affinity.
I want to ask if you know his name, but like I don't know if that's like a
I helped guide
like a
him to it.
racist thing to assume like all mags know each other.
Ye with a 13 to Ash's critical 5, you sidestep the magic missile that is sent your way, and with a 5, the second bolt that would have come out of your wand is counterspelled, and the stand-in focus in your hand shatters.
Oh, sorry.
No need to apologize. Well done.
Me to be in there.
As I said.
Oh, I just realized we're going to have to make more of these.
Never be afraid to give it your all. That's
So
what
far,
I
I don't know, that feels like the double digits now.
Given how I grew up, it was basically the mean between me and you living and dying.
I should probably get a...
Maybe I should find a thing I want to rhyme. I'll try
Hold on to your stack while doing it.
To cast both your
I'm going to get a temporary staff.
I have an aunt and uncle that are basically the dream demon equivalents of a succubus and incubus.
11 to Ash's 1.
Hey.
I knew having cat rolling those 2 nat 20s on me while you did that 19. I knew that was going to do something.
They took your luck. With your 11, you are able to dispel the magic before it even is cast from the wand. This time, causing a small pop from the tip of the wand as it shatters once more.
No, not at all.
Your own magic missile.
They were among the least, among the very few relatives that didn't want to murder
force, but still shocking.
Consider it payback for
Nephilim's aren't exactly seen in a positive light on either side.
Exciting, actually.
At least if you would grab the
I'm not as familiar with the dream versions of succubi.
Basically just like normal succubi and incubi, but with a bit more, but with a lot more potent.
I hope this doesn't take long to make.
Than a normal one.
Oh, it's quite alright.
You can make about a dozen of them from a single piece of wood.
Especially since
it is more the man.
the easiest comparison
It's
I
just
can
tedious and tiring.
based on
And it takes a lot of chalk.
my own incursion into the Feydark. The realm of dreams is basically like the Feywilds and the Feydark, but more mind magic than nature.
Kelly is able to sidestep just barely and counterspell the next one that would be shot from your wand.
It's okay.
So it's all about
One hits you right in the shoulder.
Whoa.
The dream. Because dreams are technically a part of mind.
I used to think of dreams as a separate reality.
Arcadius can punch you.
I used to think of dreams as like
Yeah, this might take a minute.
But the thing is,
And Master Califax just jinxed it by saying no one broke their focuses.
It's very peaceful usually.
Devil's going to break it down.
Most of the time it means that something managed to break
What happens if they
through
both break
the barrier put around the conscious drag that is connected to is created when conscious drags are basically formed when someone
They're
goes
going
to
to figure it
sleep.
out if you keep saying it.
If that dies, you die.
Can you like, you willing and not willing later? Something stored in there?
Figured that out, luckily.
Consuming the. In fact, they're also a really good source of power for the residents of the nightmare section.
Good job, Kelly.
Thank you, sir.
Now where they
Hence,
Yeah, I'm familiar with that one.
Number 2.
Anyway, it seems like everything else.
Seen it before, actually.
Come on, Zeri, whoop his ass! Just kidding.
oh, a demoness versus a craftsman. Ironically, both of yes, I was there when she signed up. Half succubus, half Balor, I think it was.
Snowball.
But her things are literally the exact opposite of mine, fire and chaos.
Good job winning. You know, us over here on the left side of the crowd, we've really got to, you know, we got to represent. Gotta show this guys on the right who's boss. Yeah.
I
will say Hana's really good at looking at either you have 5
You know, I was just looking. Your magic is sealed within the wand, and a magic missile strikes you right in the chest.
Right.
She is fire.
Correct. We should probably
And healing, actually.
Good shot, Zeri.
Like what kind of information it should be? I made you almost like block. Kind of a message at the
tall guy.
Oh dear.
He's just a healer.
Perhaps
He
it's
couldn't do
on the
anything.
strength of your own spells.
Yeah,
You
he's
don't
high.
want to kill the boy.
Like a ray of magical crystal.
Don't go into one of the outhouses.
Oh.
That's the fun.
I'm sorry, your face was
But I know. Thank you.
As a
Home out,
18.
wave over, and
You
then
decide to go to actually hold back for this next round, not realizing that Lupus was not holding back at all. Your magic is sealed within your book, and a magic missile strikes you right on the horn.
Now, this is just a lesson, so you don't have to...
Everything else is good.
What's up?
Those are
It's a good thing that she's from the infernal plane,
But then I'll go.
and that she's it's not the opposite affinity.
I mean, seriously.
You got this, Zeri.
Actually, lightning's a part of holy.
With a 13
That is an
the next match will go
Chaos.
Lightning is holy, and she is the demoness is chaos.
and a magic
Which is
missile
holy and chaos are opposites.
flies right by your ear, and the second one follows up, hitting you in the forehead.
Paladin.
Fancy hat and the gun, or
Yeah, you're right. Lightning is part of holy.
That let me understand language.
Good thing I didn't have a ear here, or else it hit the
Based on some of the
that ever happens on
nightmares I've seen, it has something to do with a fear of the gods smiting you.
Can't wait to see the mana toads later now.
Fun one.
There is a test.
This is why we do this.
If you want
Now
to
then.
try it. I let it on
With
the
a 5 and a 3.
It's a little small, but...
Hey, so what I was talking about earlier.
Both of your counter spells are successful. So successful, in fact, both of your magic foci shatter in your grasp. Your book explodes into a flurry of pages, and your wand shatters into a pile of splinters.
That just happens? That just happens? That's not a real book, Zeri.
I don't want to waste all.
And then you realize you have to fix those later or make new ones.
I mean, yeah, it's like.
But the books. But that's a.
Actually, yes, the books.
Oh shit. That's a later you problem.
That is indeed a later you problem.
Alright, Siri, bring it home.
I
I would hope you had been taking this lesson seriously from the start.
No, I mean, but I was bored.
I see. Well, with Zeri's 4 to Lupus's 9, to cast this next spell, Zeri, your
do the thing where
magic
like the
is
bolts come at
sealed
your head and you
once
just
more.
dodge at the last minute,
The
like.
book bursts into flames.
No, I want to do the thing where it explodes and then the
A
smoke clears
small
and I
magic
run home.
missile hits you right between the eyes.
That's really good, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
We still have
Ooh.
orders to make. This is going to take so much mana.
Well, I suppose we should be glad
You
that
grab
wasn't
yourself
so much stronger.
another spell focus.
I know that look. Ooh.
Match point. On 3.
We should be taking bets.
Of how many have shattered already?
Well, since he's a crafter too, you could also force him to help you.
Oh, you can keep your track.
And
I know,
with
but we also have
Zeri's
orders.
14 to Lupus's 10.
Oh yeah, true.
Both of you
And I
get
need
your
his
magic
help,
shots
especially
off.
his mana, in order
Zeri
to
dodges to the
make
side,
the boxes.
sealing the next volley, and sends another bolt right into your stomach.
Ooh.
Zeri, good work.
Yeah, I guess I did
Once
that for
more,
the
match
one
point
under
both
4.
sides.
Wait, I thought that was.
Now,
Like, I guess the one spell was a draw because they both exploded.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm
Oh,
not too
well,
sure how
alright.
this is gonna
Oh, yeah,
go.
yeah, fair enough.
Is he
on the count of 3,
I've never seen
1,
him use it competently.
2, ready, Zeri. And with Zeri's natural 20
So I'm not too sure how things
to Lupus's 7. The magic is sealed in your wand before you had a chance to cast, and with their natural 20, the magic missile strikes your wand out of your hand, not even damaging your hand. It lodges itself in the sand behind you.
Oh wow. Good shot.
Like a sharpshooter.
Good job, Zeri.
Well aimed.
Gotta try harder than that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Now,
You know, left side's made of
our second match
material.
goes to Mrs. Zeri. If you'll both rejoin the line, if we'll get on third set forward.
Good job.
Oh, this is quite a while.
This almost feels like a tournament,
Greetings.
right?
Oh boy.
Oh, it's the overconfident one versus the rookie.
Yeah, the illusion magic got taken away.
You got this, Krim.
I'm nervous and now it's combat.
To
be honest.
What do you mean? He's perfectly fine.
Oh no.
I saw that man.
You all feel like placing any, you know, putting a little skin in the game, you know, some monetary bets?
He thought he looked cool.
No.
Wizards are no fun.
as cool as someone can look.
I know
It's not more fun, I'm just broke.
5 to Andre's
at this point,
6.
Oh.
No.
What happens next is quite a bizarre sight as magic is swung back and forth and back and forth, both every shot missing wildly, being sidestepped and dodged.
Center of mass! Center of mass!
Until eventually, one of
Their stuff is breaking.
our
They're volleying back and forth.
good Sir Mush's magic spells is miscast, shattering his wand. During the shock of which Andre is able to send a magic missile of his own into Mush's chest.
Oh, that was an exchange. Oh, good.
Good thing you had that armor.
You did it,
For the
TJ!
kill!
Good job! Oh.
Yeah, do I?
Like metaphorically.
You know, maybe you should just bring the magic. Is there any way to bring the magic foci closer?
Oh, hey, Julian.
Like, you know, I had to say it. I don't know.
No, hey, Toby.
No, yeah. This is a lesson. It's a training exercise.
I could just carry more.
We don't need to get involved.
Doing magic, like counterspell dueling, pretty much.
Particular spell of vicious
Oh,
mockery.
it's safe. Also, there's a wall of forest. Nobody can really intervene anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the count of 3.
Has anybody been seriously injured yet?
Potentially.
No.
No, it's all just been funny stuff.
We've been using magic missiles for
Blacksmith is gonna have a lot of work.
With Kremlin
It is going to have a lot of work, and I'm not happy for it.
Eugene's 14 again. The magic is cast repeatedly, dodging and weaving.
Come on, yeah.
Until eventually Eugene counterspells the next magic missile from Kimran's wand and sends a magic missile into his leg.
Oh, in the leg.
Good shot.
Good duel.
What did you
Wow.
Come on, Eugene.
Doing pretty well for doing pretty well yourself, Grim.
Maybe Eugene should really focus on the magic stuff and not the sword
Ego's
play.
gonna be inflated if you.
I mean, technically, just is also magic. It extends it with ice with magic.
Even more.
You know?
So it's
Yes, but I haven't
Using
seen him
all
stab
the
himself
stuff
with
to
a.
roll.
I haven't seen him stab himself with a magic missile yet.
We're not trying.
Yeah, I should say.
Yeah.
On the count of 3.
Yeah, Eugene, we're not here trying to kill each other.
3. With this quick draw.
Oh.
With Crimran's 15 to Eugene's 9.
Oh.
Before Eugene can get his spell out, Crimran seals the wand and sends his magic missile right between Eugene's eyes.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Keep it up, Grim.
Oh, that's not good.
Good shot.
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Don't quick draw. Go back to the shooting a bunch strategy. That one works well.
I'm gonna be honest.
Do that one.
I think
Okay.
I think his skull is dense enough that he can take it.
3. Mages, take your stances.
Fire more shots.
1, 2, 3. With Crimran's 9 to Eugene's 14. Changing styles, returning back to your many barrages of spells. Eventually, you overwhelm Crimran with enough magic bolts that he isn't able to keep up, and you eventually seal his magic in his wand and hit him at no less than 4 times.
Eugene!
You only need to hit him the one time.
That's my rival right there.
It's a good thing you have that armor. Now then, match goes to Eugene. We could get our 4th set in. Return to the line.
Good job.
Good job.
That's so cool.
Congratulations.
Grim.
That was awesome.
Good job.
Good try, Mr.
Grim.
And you were all. All right, turn up.
He was about
I was already dead.
Knock him dead.
Good luck, Hannah.
Remember, circle, push,
Good luck against turnip.
and eat the magic.
Oh dear.
Oh. Wait, isn't that turnip?
Cast absolute volcanasium.
Wait, turnip is
Your
dead.
ultimate move.
Turnip is
We're just doing
back.
magic missile.
Look.
Turnip doesn't understand.
You got this, Hannah.
It should be
No,
5.
he just
Oh, he's
went
pulling
on
it.
his
Oh, he's pulling out the drink.
for a little bit and then came back.
Oh,
It's alright.
oh, okay.
Stop the fight.
Because
You gotta stop the fight.
Oh,
then.
oh.
It's too late. It's out of my hands.
Mages, take your stances. At the start of 3, begin casting. 1, 2, 3. Hannah with a 14 to Turnip's 15. The spell is consumed before it leaves your wand, and a small magic missile of his own is cast from the wand in his hands, hitting you in the wing.
I thought you were kidding about the whole
Oh!
magic thing. Shit.
That's
No,
outrageous.
he's terrifying. He's
Upward to Turnip.
Huh.
Now then. Mages, take your stances. 1,
Look at that. Yeah, that.
2, 3.
Battle stance.
Hannah with a natural 20 versus Turnip's 9.
Turnip's
Turnip, you are unable to consume the magic fast enough, and the magic missile hits your wand and blows it out of your hand. It beds in the sand beside you, undamaged.
Good job, Hannah. Oh, good effort, buddy.
As a character, I'm just waiting for her when it's a nat 20 versus a nat 1.
Oh god.
Okay,
I
hold it
believe
down.
in
I
you,
gotta go find my armor.
I want to see that.
Jen.
Someone gets like actual like critically injured.
No one knows what Turnip is.
I'm sending power your way.
I mean, Turnip is Turnip.
Is he a golem?
Begin casting on 3. 1, 2,
Perhaps the garland made of
3.
turnips.
With Hannah's 2 to Turnip's 7.
Smells strange.
Hannah,
I'm back. Did you win?
as you cast your spell, it is consumed by Turnip. You are unable to counterspell his return fire. And a second magic missile is sent right into your knee.
Well, I guess he could be the victory more.
Well, good job, Turnip.
Let him know, Turnip.
Keep up the good work, Hannah.
One-liner.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Is Turnip like actually like literally eating the spell?
Let's hope Wayne doesn't
apparently.
find out about this.
We don't question
Alright, I'm ready.
the Turnip.
I guess he just
That's
eats
all
it.
good.
I
Doesn't
guess.
eat a whole bottle.
Oh,
I must ask.
I mean,
Hannah,
if it
do you
works,
consent to
you know, I'm
critical
not
injury?
here to judge.
Oh,
God.
Did I call him?
Yes.
Natural one.
You can say no.
I mean,
A critical injury is a life-threatening injury that would need immediate treatment.
Oh, fuck.
We've got plenty of healers.
Healers on standby.
Well, John.
Yeah,
I'm a
they said
healer.
no.
Understood.
They said no, it's fine.
Oh, okay. We have
Now then,
members of the healers.
with
Okay.
Hannah's 1, critical 1 to Turnip's 7.
Oh, boy.
Or no, wait, to Turnip's 4, sorry.
Oh,
Both
God.
critically miscast. Hannah, as you cast your spell, your magic is sealed by Turnip, but not before you also in turn seal their wand. Both wands shatter to pieces. Hannah, you drop the wand before any major damage can happen to your body. But everyone who's standing and watching knows that if they were a second slower, they might have lost something delicate.
Hannah!
Dang.
Are you alright?
Good reaction time, Hannah.
Wayne would
Good
have
reaction
been
time.
pissed.
Oh dear.
Oh.
I'm saving my spot. I
Alright.
gotta go.
I would simply make a one that doesn't explode.
Very well.
You make it harder, you try to not make it
I'll
explode. When it inevitably does, it hurts you more.
Thank you.
You can
does,
just
yes.
practice ones.
We should make some kind of contraption.
Imagine
that
having a one
fires
made out of
like
metal.
A physical projectile.
Yeah, no, that would
really fast.
shrapnel you.
If you're both well enough to continue,
It's called a musket.
There's actually a thing you can use for
No,
it.
I'd call it
Very
something
well.
Just
awesome.
overload the wand.
Yeah, casting with metal, yeah.
1,
That does sound a
2,
lot cooler than musket.
3. Hannah 14, Turnip 6. The magic is sealed in the wand, and a magic missile knocks Turnip to the ground.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh no.
Tie game.
My boy!
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
That's my boy.
All
That's my
tied up.
son.
Now then,
Oh no, he's fine.
Remember when Champ just like absolutely beat them up and they were fine after that? I don't think they feel.
Oh yeah, no. I forgot that he is immortal.
2 to 2.
No.
It makes maybe. I don't like how it.
You can cast magic, right?
Alright.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. I will be right there. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. If I'm not back in time, you can take my spot. They still have like another 4 more rounds to go before me, so.
Oh.
I'll probably be back in time.
Come on, Turnip.
You got it. Seals the magic in the wand,
Yeah, number 8.
causing it to crack and splinter, destroying the focus as a small magic missile
Oh no.
weakly kind of blaps into your stomach.
And Turnip's the winner.
Yeah, Turnip!
I knew you could do it.
I had no doubts. No doubts ever. That's my minion. That's my minion right there.
You've done very well.
Never underestimate anybody. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it.
The wooden,
Alright, my turn.
Oh boy,
the wooden creature I think is my opponent. If I remember correctly.
Blast
Easy on you.
him away, Jin. You can do it.
Oh dear.
Johnny, and out of character, what's your name?
Good work.
Jin.
Okay.
Understood.
But yeah,
What is that,
we were given
Lieutenant?
numbers, so
J&J.
I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes down. So unfortunately, if you don't get a number, I don't think you can participate. Sorry.
Okay. Johnny with a
It's also, I've
19
heard,
to
not
Jin's
too interested in
15.
participating.
The
But
magic missiles all
Ash
fire at the
Ash
same
had some
time.
pistol. I
Both of you
might
dodge
get
to the
it in his
sides.
place, not back before
On the
then.
second volley, you seal
Gotcha,
his
so
wand,
you're between
and a
those two.
magic missile from
Right
Johnny
here.
knocks the wand out of your hand into the sand.
Don't let that slide down, Jin.
Oh,
You might get demoted.
I'm not.
Good job, Johnny.
Warm up. Practice round. Practice round.
I don't think that was a practice round.
Didn't understand.
Alright.
He's just making
Now
a
I got the hang of
cinematic so we can come from behind.
Alright.
Underdog.
Yeah.
I don't say that.
I'm just going to stop counting and say begin.
Right.
Begin! With an 18 to Jin's 14, Johnny. Once more, 2 volleys are thrown between each of you, sidestepping and dodging. The third volley, you seal his wand, and this time, you miss the wand a little, but you still hit him in the shoulder.
Ah,
Zero
you got
two.
it, Jin. Come on.
Good punch. Good punch.
Oh, easy on
With your permission, may I use vicious mockery for this last one?
What?
No,
No, the rules were quite clear. We'll be sticking with magic missile. I don't wish for any lasting I wouldn't wish for any lasting injuries.
Lasting cycle.
Let him try.
Are
Let him
you?
try.
Simple words can
very
hurt Jin.
well.
His self-esteem
If
is
both
destroyed.
parties are agreeing to it, I
As a
suppose
bard, I have seen
I
the
will
size
allow
of this
it.
spell. Is
Oh dear.
that's gonna.
Nothing can hurt Jin.
Oh boy.
At least it did not,
By changing the spell.
this is not Tasha's hideous
This
laptop.
can cause injury to your characters.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Jin, cast touch of
All
death.
right, rolling.
Hello, extreme, isn't it? The fuck?
Oh.
I cast 5th level fireball. Someone, I think, got a critical.
Zachmo, I have to ask, do you consent to a critical injury?
Oh no!
Critical injury on
Johnny with a 9 to Jin's natural 1.
No.
Raggedy.
Show me what you got.
Your words are so vicious to his pride. You watch as he begins to cough up blood and falls to the ground.
Healer.
I don't think that damage was more than emotional. Here, I'm here for you.
Hey!
I'm here. We need to make sure
Okay, dude.
rolling for healers, healing.
Okay, relax. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
2 tens. It is very slow. The pain and emotional damage and the psychic toll of that spell is wreaking havoc on his body even now. You're able to stabilize him, but his wound is severe. His heart may forever be broken and his pride definitely injured.
Would restoration do something here?
I just wanted to be a good minion. I didn't want it.
Would the spell restoration do something here?
Just drag him to the side. Let's get on with this.
Restoration. Are you a mage?
I'm a healer, mage,
Has
yeah.
stabilized him.
Healer or mage.
I'm a healer, not. I'm not a mage. I'm a healer, but I do have magic.
Understood. Understood. You get advantage. With an 11 and a 5, your advantage wasn't definitely needed. The restoration spell does some work to mending his broken heart and his damaged pride, but Jin, it hurts the thought of Are you really pathetic? It rings out in your mind. The pain is tremendous. It hurts to move. It hurts to think. You're dazed. Your critical injury.
Easy. Take it slow.
The physical effects of your critical injury are treated, but the mental effects are lasting.
That's it. No, that's it. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. No,
Are you sure?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. No. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. You should. Okay. If you're fine, after the lesson, I would recommend you go to the healer's guild just for a double checkup. All right.
The lesson.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That way.
I heard something different for some reason. Anyway, I'm gonna go back in line.
Okay.
Take it easy, okay?
Wait, am I?
You guys don't think I look you don't think I'm pathetic, right? You think I'm...
No.
You're good at magic.
I think we're just waiting for them to clear up.
That damage was more than emotional. Jesus Christ.
They're just making fun of me behind my... I think they're just making fun of me behind my back. I just...
Come on, Jen. I'll take it to Lord Aspen.
Man, what a loser. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait. Yes.
Number
this. With the next set of students begin, please step forward.
Everyone's pathetic.
You got this!
Okay.
It should be known that I am unable to cast magic missiles, so if you are fine with the consequence of the one that I am able to cast.
I'm not planning on using wands as
I'm good.
keep this thing around just in case.
Very well. I'm certain you both know this can lead to your injury.
You did say so. Okay.
What did they consent to?
I did get turned into
A different spell.
A
different spell.
No, it's just
okay.
just to represent his fire.
I hate when that happens. 1 second.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Alright.
Students are agreeing to cast different spells that aren't
Are you changing the spell?
magic missile.
Are you sticking with magic missile?
apparently changed my armor.
Kick his ass, Willow.
This is to help me like deflect things.
Understood. Begin with a 2 and a 9.
But as
Okay.
I didn't even ask the character names. Art and stuff with 2.
I don't think I've ever seen a vicious mockery do that to somebody before, to be
Julian.
honest.
Villo with a 3 as you try to cast your
I didn't know
magic.
it could do that.
Julian seals it within the wand, preventing it from leaving, and the wand shatters in your grasp.
Speed of which
A little bit of frost sticks to your claws, or a little bit of fire licks at your claws for a second before it's put out.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Would you have any idea? I don't
A
have
point for
any.
Julian.
I don't have my spell.
If you can grab another wand.
Lots of wands. I know they were moved there.
If it's the
Alright.
same one that tried to...
Here we go. Very well. And those of you all ready?
I'm not too sure if these are made to last.
Ready.
He kind of points at the wand that he has and notices that there's no leaf on this one.
Well, didn't think I'd have to ask this so soon. Julian, do you consent to a critical injury?
Oh god.
Understood. With an 18 from Villy.
Oh, God.
Villy? Villo. With an 18 from Villo to Julian's natural 3. As this fire spell is cast, Julian...
You're always here, right? They're usually
magic flings back and forth, dodging and weaving until
magic carrot.
you try to counterspell their magic and fail, and the firebolt comes flying into your chest, and the armor on your arm is completely blown off.
Oh!
Oh dear. That's not a. That's a bad carrot. That's a bad carrot.
Let's see, what kind of treatment can we give to an elemental?
Hey, Tug.
I'm also magic.
Hey, big guy. Big guy. Tug.
Rhys. Oh.
Hey, you're like a wizard, right? You're like a wizard, right?
No.
Do you use magic?
Yeah.
A lot of the people
Do you make a carrot?
Oh God.
No, I don't think so.
There is a dude in the there's a guy in the village. He has blonde hair.
Yeah, I bought him off the guy, but hear me out. Magic carrot.
So, not miscasts.
What?
What are you trying?
I have.
I was gonna try. I'm reaching out to try and
Magic carrot.
the energy.
Not you. Not you.
Pull out some
Sorry.
weird,
Soulless.
multicolored grass-looking type
I
stuff.
made a magical potion the other day that works on elemental beings.
Eat this with it.
Understood. With the 12. With a 12.
I believe magic
healing,
carrot.
Initial healing roll.
Did you give them what I think
He-
you gave them?
Armor to the
He
body
said the.
with your 4 and 2.
They'll have a fun time.
He said the savage
They
word.
indeed have a fun time.
Despite them not being
Oh,
engaged
no,
in this
please don't
being,
When you
Sorry,
say the
Rabbit.
words "fuck me up, fam," that's when you know that you can't. You cannot go back from that.
I thought they would die.
Oh, careful. Careful.
Understood.
It is always an option.
It doesn't hurt me.
I hope no one dies. I hope Julian's okay. That looks nasty. I don't know anything about elemental anatomy, but I don't think that's supposed to happen.
As long as they put back together, I am normally fine.
I just know that they're fire, and I'd rather not get close to that.
Anyone have an ice
Your
pack?
arcane fire will
I would also
help
not get close to that. I have a lot of
stabilize
black
the armor in
powder.
place while the treatment takes place.
Eugene was here.
That's okay. Fun.
Within a matter of moments, the arm is moving and functioning as it should. Your hands burn and sting, but luckily there was no ill effects for the person you were treating.
Hello there.
Understood rolling.
Hey, hello.
Oh.
With 12 and a 2, yeah.
Coffee?
You were able to slowly
To you it is, I
painfully heal
believe.
yourself.
You didn't drink more of it, did you?
Ooh, that. Okay, that will put fur on your chest.
It might be less of a poison, but more affect you differently. Because it didn't kill you, just mobilized, momentarily made you unconscious after a frenzy.
Okay. Yeah, it's 1-1.
I need to wear gloves next time I try to treat an elemental.
We'll continue.
I mean,
Good shot. Let's see if you can do it again. Don't blow my arm off this time.
Well, it's not poisonous to us, I guess, but it might be poisonous to you. Oh.
oh no, it is. Well,
I gotta ask
not
it again
Is coffee
already.
poisonous?
Oh my God.
technically, kind of.
They just killed him. He couldn't get injured again, right?
Definitely, he could.
10 from Villo and a 5 from Julian. This time,
You're trying to kill.
as the magic duel begins, you're throwing fireballs, he's throwing magic missiles. You dispel his magic, and the staff in his hand that he's wielding, or the orb around his neck. Yes, the orb around his neck shatters as you cast it. And in this momentary distraction, a fireball from you goes right to his forehead with more force than you anticipated, knocking his mask off. The rest of his armor is intact. What stands before you is now a headless elemental.
Oh God. No,
Oh no,
no,
not again.
no.
Round 2.
He ain't got no head.
Well, he was fine without his hand, right? Surely he can survive without his head, too.
He's a bard as well.
He seems to be moving.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I also think he should nut his fate.
Without his head, he can't really do
God,
much.
2 days ago, he couldn't cast anything
Grim?
once, and now he's just getting...
Just obliterate it. They seem to have burnt my gloves trying to cast
It's fine, they can put them back together.
fire onto that dummy over there.
I mean, yeah, but his pride...
Well, Velo wins,
He was
but
just talking about
Jesus
the mental
Christ,
problem.
Julian's taking quite the
We
beating here.
remember we put in that order for those special gloves with the artist.
Who would've thought fire could damage a fire
waiting
element
till
so
those
much?
are done.
Doesn't mean you can fight
Well,
fire.
luckily, we can. I can ask for a secondary, temporary
Can you not?
wand for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta be careful, the fire will shoot you.
Way we keep these.
Fair.
Though this is
Oh, I was able to keep mine from when I first. I pull. You see her pull out another one that's in clearly better quality, but I think these ones that we're using today are made specifically to be really poor quality for the purpose of what we're learning today.
I think mine's literally just a stick. He points out there's a little leaf that's hanging off it.
I feel now is a good time to impress upon the class
Yes.
the importance of magic missile as a safe dueling
If you do
spell.
not have it, it might make you
I'm gonna have to genuinely apologize to the Witcher.
I'm still good to go.
Well,
oh my god. Anyway, what an addiction is?
No.
So I want to look at the guy.
He has a habit of losing body parts.
This is training. Don't go easy on me.
Oh, I must have
Don't worry, keep it
miscounted.
easy on me.
If you have something, something
I like his attitude.
something inside of it that makes you want more
I
of
love
it.
it too, but goddammit.
And with
It makes you
Billa's
angry.
18 to Julian's 9, this time
You're
are.
just getting
This time
Yeah, at least
you are
it's not
able
a
to
critical.
hold back enough to prevent any damage to him. Controlling the spell
You
with
can just not have it and just deal with the anger.
finesse,
not nice.
you reduce its strength
Have
considerably.
they want to be gone.
The spells are slung back and forth until Julian's
I'm sorry, I do not know how to
around his neck
explain
is
it better.
sealed off, and a single fireball impacts right into the chest below it. No pieces are knocked off.
Hide yourself behind a big piece of armor.
Pardon. I was gonna ask for this because he was trying magic missile that time instead of Eldritch Blast.
With a 15,
Yeah.
with a 15 after the 19, or with a 15 after the 18, it's still a successful bout.
you sit down, little
Come here, come here.
Seems like you're up.
Come on, that was good.
I take it you want to just
Try
use
not to
magic
shatter too
missile
many.
for our
Don't make work
battle?
for yourself.
Preferably, yeah. That's alright with you.
Understandable.
What about it?
I say for the final one, if we somehow tie it up to where whichever one wins, we make it a bit more interesting. Sound fair?
I just have the worst luck at these magic classes. My own fire lights
I've
my
never
ass,
cast
my own
magic
fire
missile,
burns
so
my
it's
ass, and then
And if you have a spell at the end, you.
I didn't even come along.
Not even
for it.
Oh, I've got a few. I have, in fact, I have one that's not damaging that I haven't really. Well, it's Ray of
My wife's
Confusion.
here. If I get the snot rocked out of me, she'll heal me.
So, at the very least, you will feel a bit delirious.
Just a little unsettling to see your mask in your arm. Come on.
We're trying to have
Is there anything
you're
that's
okay,
fine?
though.
start a fight with him, and now he's
Oh, yeah.
grabbing my
Yeah, fine
That's
with
the
me.
benefit of being a pure fire elemental now.
That's fine with me.
I don't have my
Both of you
skeletal
are
body
unable
blown apart.
To remain here without disrupting my lesson,
Yeah,
I
you
will
don't have
ask
to worry
both
about
of you
that
to
so
leave
much.
this instant. If you two wish for your fight to happen, you can have it in the sparring grounds like any reasonable people.
I don't want to waste my time with this.
Yes, but at what cost?
Then please stop wasting the time of those
She
around
kind of
us.
dismembered her opponent twice.
Understand.
I'm a yes.
My husband, no.
Yes, I don't feel great.
Thank you.
It's fine if you're a fire elemental.
Started the
Hun.
fight by going up to him first, so you're technically
It's okay, I'm fine.
be the one to
Again,
leave now.
This is the reason why. This is the reason why I want to become a pure fire elemental, so I can heal even better. now.
Hey, just watching back was very traumatizing.
Jin?
Oh, Han, I've been through worse.
Yeah.
Losing your head?
For a moment.
Okay, no, that's a first. Sure. Yeah. You want to go over here?
Well, at least you're an elemental and not something that needs their head to survive.
Exactly.
I'm calling it
apparently heal burns. No, don't please tell him. Don't tell him that, please.
Alright.
Oh, no, it's fine. So,
already begun well
pretty
so
much
far. You
dealt
have to
with
take a lot of extra book work for today's lesson.
Some calming
I
herbs.
want you to know that I genuinely apologize if I've either wounded you physically or wounded your
No. It's
the burning sensation and the pain immediately
no bad blood, right?
Like,
Water under the, proverbial sky bridge.
like always.
It's fine. Because again, I need these experiences because I can now understand what I need to do better. Want to be training, and all that.
Good to know. Good to know.
You can set the
yeah,
head
that does help with the pain. So, thankfully the hemomancy got the bulk of the burn. I didn't know I could do that. So that's
training
good to
regime,
know for the
so-
future in case.
His hand's warm. It's not scolding.
I'll be looking for
There.
that guy over there.
Right.
If you like, we can be place for such a thing anyway.
We can be friends after all this, okay?
What did I miss? I was speaking to Father. What?
Alright.
Oh, I got my arm blown apart, my head blasted off.
I'm really
Oh, they just started fighting over there.
Oh,
I think.
benefit of being a fire elemental. It seemed like someone was. It was a duel. It's fine. The whole point
At
was
least
to try and cast spells
confrontational
and
over there. I didn't really catch what
It
happened.
was a magic duel.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm fine. See, I'm fine. Again, mask.
I have to do it.
She's basically my niece, so.
Begin.
I was worried you were gonna blast off my
Bernard,
hat.
what is the name of your character and what is the name
Ah,
of
so
your
your
character
hat's
paint? Annabelle
PC specialty.
and
Alright, well, I'll know that, so that way I won't target her. If we ever duel again.
As you begin to cast spells at Zyra, you suddenly feel the wand in your hand
And make sure it's nice and snug. Nice and snug, then.
It's merely an issue on your part.
For it, so it doesn't fall off.
Oh, I just realized something.
The wand itself shatters.
Both of our spells are actually ones that would be great practice to try and dispel all spells that are cast upon us.
Feet in the air.
That is
And they're not.
a good idea.
Yeah, and they're not. And
Philo or Philo? With a V?
aside from maybe,
Just a few moments.
yeah, like the most damage we get is from us bumbling around.
I'll try my best not to move around once that
Okay.
spell
And
takes
I'm Julian. Fantastic to meet you.
Well, ray of confusion you might not even remember.
It's fine. If you
like what's happening.
fire elemental,
To, like,
I'm fine with that.
edges
Or
of
fire
the-
guy,
After
whatever
this
works.
one should
I call
be
him jalapeno because he smells spicy.
Ash, if I remember the character's name correctly.
There's a-
And then
We can ask
me.
Califrac. Yeah, we can even ask Califrax
Ash
if
and
those spells would be considered
Ice,
safe.
I think her name is.
I don't work well with the physical healing. It's the magical healing
And then
that I need.
the wood guy. And then me.
Well, yeah, no, I think what I did is I tried to reach out with my magic, but because, I'm an
A cruel
elemental,
twist of
I'm
fate
used
in
to
a way.
blood, not
Missile before
fire. I reached out and it kind of came
Hard
at
to
me
pay
and,
attention with
it cooked me a little bit.
the distracting conversation.
Your magic missile impacts
Contain yourself and touch other people so you don't burn, correct?
Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't burn your hand when I shook it.
Yes, I have a test.
Nice shot.
Shake my hand again and not have that on.
Even match.
You sure?
What are you thinking?
This is a test.
Oh,
okay.
Starting to understand a little.
How many rounds is it per person per
Starting to go someplace else.
match?
First to 3
I think
wins.
it's best.
Yeah, best 3 out of 5.
So 3 out of 5.
Ah, that must be nice.
So maximum of 5.
Well,
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm not colored that much.
Begin. Annabelle
Either way.
with a 15
Yes.
to
looks like he's
Zyra's
getting what he
5.
deserves.
I didn't know that's how Kitsune's tails grew.
Who's getting what they
The
deserve?
magic is sealed in your wand.
Oh, that guy
and
was
your wand
insulting
shatters in your
everyone.
grasp. Annabelle, taking this moment after the counterspell, you fire a magic missile right into their chest.
Technically, I'm only supposed to have
wouldn't
one
know.
tail until
a
I
real
turn
shape.
1,000.
Yes.
But if anything, you say burst
should we
effect
tell
or
the
whatever
guards
it is that you
or,
just said.
like,
I say
the authorities
uniqueness.
about the
So,
discovery?
if anything, use it.
He's just
and grow
being-
with it.
Report it to him.
Yes, alright then.
Wait, is
If
he
you need to
actually
do
just
anything-
swinging a sword around
enough.
people?
It's nice that
Yeah,
I
he's
can
shake someone's hand and not
No,
He's
actually.
basically
he's
challenging
not.
everyone in that
Basically-
pit and being an overall dick.
I've been meaning to
He started off.
big jerk.
He started
Have you
off
ever
being
seen me around?
disruptive
Don't be
to
afraid to
class
chat.
and threatening one of
my magic.
the
Don't be afraid to chat with me.
unsolicitedly
Thinking about it.
threatening one of the
Very
students, and
well, I
then
will allow
everybody
you
else
to
tried to defend that
I will
student.
allow
At
you
which
to
he
fall
drew
back.
his sword and started
No, I
being
think
very
that just-
elusive.
That's one way to take care of it.
And then we all tried to cover it and put him into this fighting ring. If he wants to fight, he fights over there.
Yes?
Was that student happy to be idea?
I was worried about that.
The knight over there. Oh, there's two knights over there. The one with the red poof on its head, not the blue ones.
It's up to you.
Being a really
Yes, Sari.
mean ass.
Something the matter?
Well, then just ignore
He
him.
started insulting. Well, no, you can't ignore him if he's literally disrupting the class, insulting the students, and challenging
That
everybody
insult's
who gets in
actually
his
working
face.
his wonders. I don't even feel it anymore.
So he agrees.
Good, he's living his deserves.
Yeah, that two-handed mace is not something to fuck around with.
Good job, Eugene.
That's good to know.
Good job, Eugene. I'm proud
That's
of
great.
you.
I'm good with well, sort of good with nature, and I'm good with bodies. You know.
Hopefully no more distractions. My legs are killing me. Standing. I don't want to sit.
Annabelle with a 5.
That's right.
Well,
Zyra's
But yeah,
19.
Arcadius, I didn't know. I learned an interesting thing about
Again, as you
purifying
try to
elemental
cast
anatomy.
the spell,
I can get my
the
head blown
magic
off
is
and still
sealed
be
away.
okay. Yep.
Magic missile
Had my entire helmet
impacts
and everything.
directly into the wand, shattering it.
Lag. Yeah, had my helmet completely blown right off. Ting, 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 ting. Couldn't see. So that's what happens when my helmet. That's what happens when that happens.
Are you sure you're alright? Do you need extra fire mana?
My wife brought to me. It's fine. She gave me actually the regeneration potion that she made in the alchemy class.
Well, that's good.
At one point, but yeah, for now I'm not. Okay. I'm ready.
Someone getting put in their place that needs it.
You're slowly feeling you're watching a murder happen, and with the magic spells are swung back and forth, dipping and dodging.
Oh, he got kicked out of the town.
And eventually,
am I just really unlucky with
the
seeing
counter spell is cast, and with Annabelle's 10 to Zyla's 6, the magic is sealed in the wand, and a magic missile clips you in the leg.
The Manitoba is dealing with the situation.
I mean.
He's to be the punch. The Manitoba's doing better than the guard ever has.
Oh no.
For your active disrupting lessons, I sense
You could also try just aiming for their wand.
Next set, I want to know what the fuck is happening over here.
That's probably a good idea.
It's never good when he's
Seems like someone got knocked out. The guy that was disrupting everything earlier, apparently.
You wanted to duel so badly that he kept getting angry at the class.
So, here's a thought. I'm not super familiar with traditional offensive magic. I just do more vitalism.
I have the jurisdiction to send it to
Could you, weaken the magic missile so it just doesn't hurt at all? Like it impacts, but it's like being hit with like a foam dart. You know what I mean? It's just
Magic missile is already as weak as it is.
pretty good.
Is this the last thing to use in a duel?
Magic missile is like a spell that you don't miss. It just depends on how hard it hits.
I mean, so you'd be
Yeah,
surprised.
if you-
Basically,
Yeah, I
if
tried
you
to
feel
help
like
out
you're
in
kind
that
of like
fight, nothing
Brad, just
happened.
like to see if like a slight
My ass, I wasn't able to do anything.
rather than
My feet are killing me.
I tried to use magic missile on the dude, but
Anyone else get hurt?
I kept missing.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what I was.
Other than Julian, not yet.
It's probably more that it was
familiar with magic.
wasn't doing much to his armor.
Like I'm not.
But
Well, I mean, I am a mage.
Chunk
but
of
I'm
his
not
arm and then his entire head.
Mage,
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
healer mage.
In all honesty,
He's lucky to be an
Remember, you're a
elemental and
fighter.
not.
If a fighter is challenging you to a
would it be
duel,
kind of screwed up
fight
that
him
I'm
like a fighter.
No, if we're both using magic missile, it should be
Try to
fine.
reserve
Hello,
magic
Manitoad.
for if you're facing someone that's not going to be fighting you up close.
Actually, won a match.
I was gonna say, would it be
Until you
kind of
actually get
shitty
good
to
enough
bet
with
on myself
magic
that I'll get
to
hurt?
be able to do the spell that you're wanting
I
for
mean,
your
honestly,
sword.
knowing what you've been
Both
doing recently, I wouldn't be
use
surprised.
magic on melee opponents.
Students begin.
Remember
your numbers. We're on number
8.
8, I think.
Number 8? I thought we were on 7. All right.
Don't worry.
Well,
That will be all right.
He was 7. That was 8. Yeah, 8.
All right. He was 7. We just finished 7.
Yep. I'm keeping track.
I suppose I should help you to come and help.
Thanks, Julian.
I need a. I have. I'm going over the fate plants as well.
Everyone's got the magic missile.
I
Yes.
definitely want to be
If
part of
you
that.
don't mind, I'd
Definitely,
like
definitely.
to spell that.
I gotta harvest
Help with that, or do you want me to stick with the?
Oh, you did?
The farm.
What did I walk in? Surprisingly, magic missile is less likely to hit
The
someone.
fate plants are done.
Fate plant harvest.
Fantastic.
I've known a few people who, a few druids. I know a few people who use grasping vines
Alright, the
lethally.
fate plants are ready.
Have I seen you this excited?
Oh,
For the sake of the duel, magic missile will always be a non-lethal spell. It's when people start changing their spells that we get danger.
still working on that.
Of course.
Let's be fair.
We can still ask,
I'll work on sure.
just to make sure, because ours is more impairment stuff.
It's not physically harmful.
I'm going to believe that that's
Yeah.
a statement
Unless we
based on
accidentally cause them to
experience
do it
and
to
not.
themselves.
Do you know that I actually have used vines in a similar sense before?
This is going to be
Oh,
difficult.
jeez.
With ice
I feel
being
bad
turned
for
to ash-
the fate that came from
with Deer's
those
18
poor
to
knights.
Ashes 4.
They should be in the building.
I assisted murder.
Sealed within their wand, and your magic missile is cast before they can recover. You hit the wand
It's more
directly,
the factor
shattering it.
that people went into the swamp down at Redwall. Quite a few people, and there's currently only one person that possibly help medically.
Nice.
Well done.
It's just in case if we have multiple injuries.
The name is Ice.
It's later on, though. It's not immediate. I'm just giving a heads up.
No, that's a good thing to know. Well, Rhys here is a healer.
Yes, perhaps.
I'm assuming the person with that person since they turned around.
That's right.
Okay.
Toby
Hi.
just walked by. He was the
Did you need something?
the dog-looking fellow.
No, it's just a quick heads up. Apparently, down at Redwall, a bunch of people went into the swamp. They just went in recently, so this is more of a heads up that
Oh boy.
we only currently have one person for medical down at Redwall, so it's a heads up in case you may be called.
Spells are slung over and over.
So that way it's not so jarring.
and diving. Each of you
After this magic lesson, I'll be down there.
counter spell off on the other's wand.
Alright, just thought I'd give you a heads up.
To bind the magic
Yeah, thanks for letting me know.
Sorry,
If you need
to
healers at
listen.
Redwall, I can be there.
as a
I can be there in a few minutes. I just want to make sure nobody blows up.
Was the unconscious
It's more
person
for
before?
preparation.
hurt, but it certainly is shocking.
The more the
Got
merrier.
it.
Okay.
It's just a heads up in case you end up
Might
getting
want to
called.
speak with the one with the skull mask over there. He's a Redwall guard.
Your wife's turn? Or...
Right. Do you need a healer?
Because I want to see her. I want to see.
Sounds like he's sleeping.
Reach into
Are you
his bag, pull out a little
referring
lump of sulfur.
to...
Put it near their nose.
Oh, the old man.
We all ready?
Didn't even see him.
You may begin.
Or someone punching you.
With
can do it,
Dash
Rhys.
7 to Ashes 17. The spells go back and forth for a few volleys before a counterspell is cast and your wand is knocked out of your hand. It embeds into the sand behind you.
Oh. No, can't support your weight.
Good bout, guys.
Another point for Ash. I believe that's a match point.
You know, you should probably... Okay,
Yeah,
he's gone.
2 to 1.
Fucking humans.
Deja vu. Anyway.
Have you gone yet?
No.
We're the last ones.
We are literally the last ones. Yeah, we both got 10 and there was 20.
Casting spells. Counterspell not being able to be cast upon the other's wand until Deer is able
After
to sneak
them,
in
the one in the green,
counterspell onto
and
Ash's
this one go.
wand. And as they try
And
to
the one in green is a healer.
it shatters on impact.
Learned some very terrifying things about healing.
Match point.
I'm fine.
I remember once.
Then you would not want to get stuck in the nightmare section.
Oh,
jeez!
Oh no, he is
Reminds me of a
dead.
story I heard one time when I was on the ship.
Oh no,
Apparently
he's
there was a
not
healer
dead.
that
I'm
overhealed
pretty sure
someone.
he just
Loot his
sleeping.
cops.
He's just sleeping.
Oh yeah,
Their
you can
arm
get the little...
exploded.
He's tired. Just let him nap. Oh no, moving on.
To make
Should
things
we
appear
remove him?
horrifying. Oh yeah, it's terrifying.
Never seen him personally.
Oh my god, what happened to him? Wait a second,
I don't
that's the
know.
bartender from
Wonder
the
if anyone here knows
tavern.
the dream spell.
Or no,
He's
considerable
okay.
reason. Match point.
No. See, that is the good use of magic. You can make people dream good things.
Now then. Begin.
I think someone should tell Waffle Knight one of his employees has been knocked out. I don't think he's gonna come in for the next couple days.
You don't want all these magic missiles rushing by your head anymore. And with a focus you didn't know you had, with a 19 to Ash's natural 1, you immediately seal their wand, and it is vaporized in their hand as the magic missile just knocks it out of their grasp.
Damn, Ice! Good job! Victory to Ice!
Even the old man got up for
I'm
that.
fine. I think the old man just got knocked
Superior
unconscious.
shot.
Well,
Good work, Ice!
He might be
That's
Good work to the
Yes.
both of you!
I'm sure the healer will see to him in soon time. Nothing more than a few bruises, I suspect. Well done.
I think Trim's trying to move him.
If you'll rejoin the line.
Good job, Ice!
excited?
Now then, would our ninth
You're a quick
set
shot.
of
And a crack shot
mages
at
go
that.
forward?
I don't know what happened.
I'm just gonna leave it
It's all
here.
about learning, all about training. Even the laws can teach the laws.
We'll get you over here.
Okay.
Out of the fire.
If you could grab the staffs for both
I tend to
of
be
these
more
students.
confident.
Neither of them uses wands.
Up in someone's face and...
Now then.
Make it where your sack is more. Like I said, I used to just test
Why are you so happy?
Yeah, cheese. It's
Are you ready?
Trigger than
Brings the rest of everything over here.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. Alright, here you are, sir.
Then begin. Now, Balder, your character's name.
Kind of mangled.
Just Balder? Understood. Oh, Aeon. Aeon. Aeon with a 5 to Rhys's natural 19.
Oh boy.
The staff in your hand, as you go to cast a spell, is completely sealed. And a magic missile splits it down the haft into 2 pieces.
You see an old man covered in bruises.
Well done.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just gonna split him another one.
Try and
Very well.
pick him up while I'm at it.
Nah, he's fine. Just give him a little.
Alan,
You still good?
you're both ready.
Heal.
Heal.
Mm.
You
Yep.
healed him pretty well.
Alright, we have a DM covering it. Alright.
Your bruises just soak back into your body.
You see him grab your hand.
Alright. When you're all ready.
Whoa, calm down there.
Ready.
Sir. We helped you. You're okay.
Begin. The spells are slung back and forth. Aeon, you are deflecting them with the staff, and Rhys, you're batting away the magic missiles as they come at you. With a 6, however, to Rhys's 12. Eventually, one of these is sent with force that you can't deflect. It knocks the staff from your hand as it is sealed so you cannot counterspell.
Sir, that's not a chair. That's a person.
Okay.
Match point for Rhys.
I healed an old man and he threw me.
Doing good so far.
The most uncomfortable seat because there's a horn up his
Careful. Confidence is a flimsy shield.
Gonna float his staff back then. There we go.
You don't know, maybe he likes it.
When both mages are ready.
Ready.
Begin. This time, as you try to cast a spell, Rhys, your staff is sealed away with counterspell. And a magic missile hits you right in the chest. With a 18 to your 5, your staff is shattered from the impact.
Oh, damn!
That's one
Oh, sure. At the worst, it'd leave a bruise. Match
Yeah,
point,
good.
Rhys.
She's floated one to you already.
Oh, did you?
There's
My
a
bad.
floating staff following you. Yes.
I'm gonna have to get Carter into that building over there so he doesn't throw anybody else.
Now if I could. There we go.
Whenever our mages are ready.
Ready.
If you could do that. Just put him away.
I could put him into a deep.
Begin. Spells are cast from each mage, narrowly dodging each other's magic and batting away the ones that get too close. The two mages sling spell after spell.
Can I try to deflect one of them with a wind
Counterspell
blast?
is attempted multiple times. Each time. All right, I will roll for that. Understand the risk. With a 19, as the battle continues, a gust of wind is picked up and one of the blasts is knocked away. No, nothing hits the large beast, however. Aeon, you dodge whatever is sent at you, and the combat continues. Spells are slung back and forth. Counterspell unable to be cast on either staff. Each one fortifying their spells so neither can be cancelled. With a 13 versus a 16, however, Rhys, the more experienced mage, is able to send a sly magic missile in between casts of wind gust, and it hits you right in the chest, Aeon, securing his victory.
Good job, Aeon. You did well.
Match to
Good hustle.
If you'll both impressive work, both of you, really. If you'll both return to
Good fight.
line, I believe we only have one more batch of duelists.
You can have this one back. I'm going to get mine now.
May the final pair of students step forward.
You got this, hon?
I do have a question,
Did
Mr.
good?
Califrac.
I'm scared that he's just gonna suddenly come running back.
Ray of confusion and
Oh, he probably
why
will.
considered harmful in any
So
way?
there's like a 7 out of 10
bridge
chance
when
he
he gets
does.
there.
I think he's crossing the bridge right now.
And they're a little hard to tell when they cast. We prefer magic missile due to the visible impact.
Alright. We were just talking and wanted to double check with you first.
Wait a second, that's not.
I did it.
That's a different person over there.
And of course, there's always
I forget his name.
Dan. Looks like,
He's a good
looks
person.
like Dan, Nathan, Kyle, and Quill.
Now then.
I believe they went out
Are
for
you
the
going
spells.
to
Oh, Adrian.
the spells, or are you going
Hey, real
to
quick,
stick
in case you get
with
I've
magic?
been busy with Maze class today.
Before we
Oops.
Then if you both
Okay,
take
I'm
a
hoping it's
stance
gonna be a
in
little
this
weird, but don't
side,
worry.
You got this, Aslan. You got this.
General McScuffy. I didn't say that.
Closer to each other, this is a duel.
I see. Gives you a little extra vitality. You feel just a little heartier. You feel like the blood is flowing a little smoother in your veins. There you go.
Whenever
That should
you
help.
are ready.
You know, maybe, hopefully, it should be fine.
Thank you very
Storm,
much.
what the fuck? Ah!
Yeah, good luck.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Can I stop dying, please?
You're doing a lot of yoga.
Missiles are cast from both mages.
What? Who?
Dodging to the side. Bell
You?
and I'm sorry, your character's name was Sketch.
What did you say? I didn't catch that.
You're doing a lot of yoga.
There's
conjuring magic where you can summon
spells at
food.
each other, dodging and diving to the side, pulling up shields and
might have to ask
deflecting. Both are unable to get a counterspell in, however.
But he's kind of preoccupied at the
Until
moment.
eventually, with a 12 from Bell to Poppet's 9, you are able to counterspell their cast and seal the magic in their wand. And you are able to strike them in the chest with the magic missile, earning you a point.
You got this, hon.
Alright.
Come on, Aslan, you got this.
Is there something I can help you with, stranger?
How tasty is fruit? How tasty is magic?
I'm not even going to gain that answer with a response. Get it on, mages, when you are both ready.
There was somebody here earlier who was literally eating spells. If they're still around, they might know how tasty it is.
Don't tell him that he was literally a turnip. He's gonna eat him.
Now then,
I don't see them
whenever you
around,
are
but
ready,
Can I
begin.
help you?
My turnip's actually a turnip?
That is a nice beard.
This time, as the spells are cast, they're hard to keep up with, Poppet. You're starting to feel on the back foot, having to deflect and dissipate
Upside?
more spells than you can cast yourself. With an 11 to Bell's 18,
The beard's not
you're
for sale.
overwhelmed by the amount of magic cast at you until
no,
eventually
How
counterspell
much?
your
How
wand
much?
is,
I
and
give you.
is not.
you're
I will
unable
give
to
you
deflect the
200
final magic
platinum.
missile that hits you in the leg.
That, I do not need that much platinum. Good.
You got this, hon.
Five copper.
Master Califex, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Is this all of the lesson? It sounds like I might be needed in Redwall because of the lack of healers.
Hey, don't you hurt my friend.
There was the disenchantment portion.
Please don't pull.
Like, you were pulling his beard.
Say again?
You did say it was not for sale.
Yeah, I
Do we need to go help
We
in
might
Redwall?
have to extend this lesson to another day. For the disenchantment portion, I didn't suspect it would take the dueling so long.
I wouldn't recommend going there.
Very well. After this, we'll conclude the lesson. Now then.
Thank you, Master Califex. I shall be on my way to Redwall now.
Should I follow?
Rhys, the next class will be on disenchantment and curse breaking.
Understood. If they're still in need of healers, I would appreciate the extra hands. Oh, I don't want
I'll
to.
follow you.
This time,
I don't want to take everyone from Aether.
If you want to stick around for the lesson, I can go and.
I mean,
Yeah, his nose
magically,
bled.
but
Yeah, his nose bled. That was
Arcades.
what happened.
I'm sure that's been happening already, though.
I shall be making my way over to Redwall now on behalf of the
I don't believe anything's wrong
warning.
with food or anything.
Yeah, turns out there's issues
It might
with
just be this.
Mothman potentially. These four just came back from the
Mothman.
slumps and were
The moth? Oh, Aeon absorbed a piece of the Mothman. He can track him
Apparently
down.
it's like a curse.
It's like a crazy mage who's been using
So
I
maybe.
know who you're
either
talking
homunculus
about.
or some kind of
Thanks.
So
good.
He's still
after
at
we
it.
got healed and cleaned up, the Redwall Guard and maybe the Agriculture Guild were heading out there. So there was a big group of
But I
them.
appreciate your.
That went into the swamp and got
Yeah.
hurt.
No, we went into the swamp and got hurt. They were about to go back out. So
you might be needed.
They were attacked by the Mothman.
no, they told us
that
they told us
entity's
not to
still out
come.
there.
So they haven't. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they did tell us not to come.
What? Said not to come?
Rather rude about it. The guards.
The guard.
Well,
the Redwall Guard told us
Oh.
not to come out. We were just.
if there's
trying to
any,
tell them,
if there's not
that's all.
anything else that I need to know, I best not waste any more time and get ready over there.
Yeah,
They
I'll
already
follow you.
departed, but yeah.
The duels seem to be just about over for the magic lesson, so I can also come along. Oh.
I would suggest if you feel the need to grab anything from the Healers Guild in Aether to take down to the Healers Guild in Redwall. Otherwise, I will be at the Nexus if you are all coming with me.
As I said, I'm following. I'm a healer after all.
Potions, poisons.
Yeah, I think the duels are more or less over with, so I'll just I'll come along as well. You never know.
Okay, if you don't think you need anything else, then we shall get going.
I don't know if this is still a problem, but in the soil there's some black stuff that's causing Mothman hallucinations in Redwall. I don't know what that's about.
And at this moment, if there is room for it, let's all make our way to Redwall. God damn it, I'm playing leader again! Okay. Is it really this few people in Redwall? Kind of want to wait for everybody to get here. There's just one more person we're waiting on, and then we'll go into the Nexus together. Whoa, 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 whoa. And there they are. I don't know if that feature matters.
Look, Cregan's over there.
Cregan's over there.
Cregan is over there.
Should we? Yeah, should we
They're
like
just
warn him
standing
that
there.
there's a bunch of people that decided to fuck up in a swamp?
Well, he wouldn't know that in character.
Ah, true.
I'm gonna go
just
bully him, and
standing
I'm
there
gonna follow.
Go for it. We'll wait for you at the Nexus. Whoop. Actually, you know what? I want to give him a smack.
They're doing something private.
Oh, what?
No, don't go
They're doing
there.
something
No. They're busy with the DM right now.
Oh, okay. In
Alright,
that
her
case,
intro.
let's all go in and get the Healers Guild ready.
I wonder if there was a
Somebody
bug
just left the
person
mic
the other
here.
day. I
Whoops. Let's get that cleaned up. What's that? Sorry.
Yeah, that's probably.
A while ago, a piece of little fragment of this moth creature. If you remember correctly, I can find where it is.
He absorbed a part of that creature, and he's able to make a ward off of it, so it cannot enter the.
I don't know for certain if the moth creature is responsible for it. I just know last time I went into the swamp with people, people were viciously attacked by hallucinations of a moth creature. I somehow got away without
That's what we mean. That's what we meant. He absorbed a part of the creature that causes that. The black sticky stuff. I saw him eat the thing.
Yeah, there is this black. Yeah, that's like there's a black powder that's like causing these hallucinations.
It can form into
somehow
tentacles
haven't been affected
too.
by it. Yeah.
It can?
But Aeon ate a part of it.
I was kind of surprised to hear that like Mothman hallucinations were happening because I could have sworn maybe I misheard once upon a time. I could have sworn they
poison you
killed
or
the
anything
damn
like
thing.
that?
No.
No. But I can hear it. I can smell it.
Should one of us like go see if there's people
Out of roleplay,
still...
he did that with a DM approving it. He literally ate the fucking thing, and now he's connected to it, but he rolled high, so he's not affected by it.
Understood. It's awful quiet for a normal day in Redwall. If you could find out if there's actually people in the swamp, we'll...
I will hide behind the house because I hear my baby crying. I'll be right back.
I can check the swamp. I
Understandable.
insist you come with me because you're big and strong and have a big sword, and I have some very basic self-defense magic, but I am not a fighter. So I would like you to come and help.
Let's go see.
I'm going to put this mug away and get everything ready in the Healers Guild while you two check it out.
Yeah, alright. I'll follow you then.
How the fuck did I get into this leadership? Doctor's gonna make me the guildmaster of the Healers Guild at this rate. Fuck, I don't know if I want that. That would be some pretty big shoes to fill. Speaking of shoes, Definitely got the healing potions.
We have got more healers here. Is something going on? We were asked to come.
We were told in the middle of the lesson that some people had gone into the swamp and they might come back gravely injured. So we're getting the Healers Guild ready in the event that something bad actually does happen.
I'll
Well,
go to the docks and see what the deal is.
Yeah, just in case medical emergencies immediately needed. Hun, do you want to head to the dock so we can be there to give medical treatment immediately?
Yeah, Sarge just putting a band-aid to my head.
Oh, here, Hun, let me just... And he's gonna...
Oh, no, it's already on, it's already on, it's already on.
All right. All right, come on, Hun, let's go.
Stop wasting your magic, we gotta do other stuff.
I know.
I love the go-getter mentality that these guys got. And meanwhile, I'm holding down the fort just so everything that should be set is set. And if they need me to take stuff over to the beach, then I will have that ready.
Okay.
What does that make? 6, 7 healers?
Baby
now?
crisis averted.
Nice. You're going to see several health and mana potions across that dresser on the table, and on the counter there's what I suspect would be antidote for mild, moderate poison if they come back poisoned.
Then you're gonna see Ice. Instead of using like potions, she uses herbal salves, ointments, and teas, and she like places them accordingly with the potions.
A large group is heading into the swamp fairly soon. They are gathering at the docks.
Oh, so they haven't left yet?
No, they left a while ago. There's a group waiting for them to come back from the docks.
Okay.
The moment that group arrives, the group that's waiting at the docks will leave.
Oh, well, at least I know some of them are part of medical.
I think they're requesting healers to go with this group.
I am not going into swamps.
I'll go quickly check.
Unfortunately, I'm not a healer. And I feel your energy is waning, little one.
Oh crap, it's already midnight. I have school tomorrow. Fuck. Yeah, I can't stay. I didn't see the time. It's like midnight, and I wake up like at 6 to go to school, or 5 if my son decides otherwise. So I need to dip. I'm sorry.
Well, if you need to, we will keep you here. You have yourself a good night, and we'll see you later. Good RP. All right.
Shall we go back to the portal?
Yeah.
Follow me.
I'll make my way over to the docks and check out the situation. Gosh, literally everyone must be at the dock. Silver Kestrel?
They have no intentions to go in. I was just told at least there's no intentions to go into the swamp. They're waiting for the people to come out.
Okay.
So I believe that man was not exactly well informed. But it happens. Misunderstandings.
Well, I would rather have the preparations and not need them than need the preparations
Yes,
and
of
not
course.
have them.
Thank you.
Hello there.
Okay.
Rhys.
That's me.
You, and I'm sorry I never asked your name.
I don't know why I'm involved, but hello, I'm Leyland.
It's a pleasure, Eugene. You guys will be carrying injured if they need
I'm not
it.
that strong.
Coming through is going to have
I'm
Doesn't
not that
matter.
strong
Just
either.
use belief.
interaction with.
I'm an
Use belief.
herbologist. I'm capable of doing surgery,
Someone
and I am
say
capable
that you
of
died
magic
in the
healing.
tavern and that you had changed and came back.
Perfect.
Pretty good at.
I'm sorry.
See, I'm kind of like the reverse.
I can bring what I've set up at the Healers Guild in Redwood. I can bring what I brought over and set up at the Healers Guild. I can bring that over here to the beach.
Eugene, you can't have
I died once before, so.
And then this
Well,
was me.
they've done this many times.
I better do so anyway.
Sorry.
Do you need help carrying anything?
If you'd like, you can take this crate of salves over with me, and I'll get what's in my
I'll just set
bag.
that there for now. Alright.
That was close, Eugene. I'm carrying a crate of salves.
Bandages.
All right, well,
Well,
put it
don't
put it
spill
in
them.
put it in the
What's
box.
happening here? Pardon.
Yeah.
Pardon. What is happening?
We're taking some extra supplies.
We're taking healing supplies over to the beach for the injured coming back.
Because they've decided that they're not gonna come here.
Of course they're not. Of course.
Okay,
Very well then. I
Rhys, look
suppose
at
I'll
me.
help carry things.
No, this is
I
their problem
stated to
now.
them that only
If they
two healers should
die,
be over there to heal the most critical, and the rest who are
Right,
not
as
in
I was saying,
in
now it's
immediate
salves
danger.
and bandages. And let me grab
that's
my
what I
bag.
said
Excuse me.
too. Let's just create a bunch of ice.
Take your time. I'll bring this over now.
Is there any other box I can help carry?
Oh yeah, we can use this.
No.
No.
Put that back, Eugene.
There we go. I filled it with ice. We can give it to the wounded. Wait, you drive as a flower? Then, oh, you are one cold motherfucker.
Anyways, any other
That's-
box I should carry then, because my advice is not being heard.
I say let them die.
Let me
And if they're not even
grab
cool.
these healing. You can grab these healing potions.
Very well
And I have mana potions in my bag.
over then. I always keep one. Very well then. You know, it's easier to just bring the people over to where the supplies is.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, nothing. Just muttering off about things that I remember from my training by my parents. Our family business is being healers, apparently. If it is preventable from healing people on the battlefield, bring them to a sanitized area where they can be treated accordingly. This means the healers do.
What did the captains go?
They're coming.
I
Just
think they are
follow your
still there.
orders and stand guard.
Okay, I see.
Most likely. I seen one of them injured. One of them was before we left.
Clear the dock entrance.
Sounds okay.
Oh, that's a lot of people. Probably not a good idea.
My throat is spicy.
You do have a point,
Was it
though.
that thing that you
I shouldn't have decided. I shouldn't have made the hasty decision.
Maybe we get out the.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I must be making the wrong choice.
Most of us are pretty unharmed.
You can probably deactivate your. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was so long. There we go.
Fine.
Interesting.
Captain, we have healing cells for any wounded right on the docks.
Anyone in this group hasn't been hurt too bad.
I need to check, because I got through.
How many more people are inside?
I need to check.
Where's the last group?
Alright.
Do you want me to get his attention?
Once you get the time, I would like to speak with you privately, if that's alright.
Yes, I'm gonna have a quick talk with Tempest and then I should be free.
Alright.
How many more people are coming out of the
Tempest,
Zeke went in.
have you been hurt?
Bruised. You might need a little bit of healing.
May I take a look at them?
Where's Krim?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, it just needs simple healing. But yeah, so let's step off the docks.
Bish, I'd say practice.
But yeah, with advantage means you roll twice, and with assistance,
Where are you bruised?
Illusions off, I know.
What?
Well, got punched in the face by one of those dang fellows. And it just bruises all over the body. Just need normal, just healing magic.
Are you okay with
I'm
the
just
healing
bruised.
salve instead?
I'm okay with anything that you give me. Anything is a favor.
It's cold upon application, but it will heal over time. Just applying that rather generously across all of those bruises.
A potion of refuel. Just drink it, please.
Oh, that helps.
And had to pull out another jar for your face.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold. Oh, that's
there
cold.
you go. Oop.
Thank you.
Let's say that's what you get for jumping into battle again.
Oh, Master
I'll never
Varen.
get the end of it.
At least you are not one of those people who just smash it after being
It's just,
the large group from
I'm
the swamp?
always, yeah. You remember Mothman? It happened again, but the ashes are around, creating a larger problem. You know, ruin magic. It's fucked. And
It is indeed.
very bad.
Ruin magic is one of the more annoying things to deal with, especially if you don't understand them.
Right.
Tempest report.
The swamps are not
Hi,
safe
Midas.
anymore. Again.
Lovely.
The swamp's still not safe.
I'm being honest.
Astra keeps eating me.
What do you mean they just had 5 monocrystals? What are you talking about? Bastard, what are you
Eating me
doing?
away.
How much have you been eating? Phrasing. Anyways, Astria.
What?
How much have you been eating today? Are you okay?
I've been taking a lot of things since I've gotten the spear.
My mind didn't even go
I've
there
been
until he said
hoarding
it.
a lot of different things.
And
Space Dragon.